Kunkka. They're not going to be overly unhappy about all of that.
Alright, so we're gonna run through the teams. On the side of the Radiant, we have Na Vi playing Puppey on the Enigma, Bat Rider playing by Funnick, Kuroki on the Wisp, Dandy solo mid on that Tiny, or is it ХВОСT? Iron Man helmet and all, gonna play the Centaur Warrunner. And it's ХВОST on a somewhat unorthodox number 1 role. Dandy gonna take that up this time. At the very most, he's playing number 2. ХВОST Centaur, something new I think to everyone else. And on the side of LGD, we have DDC on that. Oh well, DDC on the Bane. We have DD on the Kunkka, Yao on the Faceless Void, Rabbit on the Brewmaster, and Lin on that Razor. Does that mean Rabbit's farming on the Brewmaster? And yeah, true.
I mean, he may
Yao
just be their Brewmaster player. So.
Yeah, Yao is the offlane. Yeah, I got mixed up a little bit there, and yeah, so it's gonna be a mid Razor, I think.
And LGD with the early smoke, Boots already up on the Bane. They're really hunting for this kill.
Can they get a kill if they sleep from so far away though? Might be a little bit too quick.
I mean, they're just looking for a sleep into a Torrent right now.
It's not like an arrow though. It only stuns for 1 second, so. He has to be very, very cautious when doing ganks like that. And does this observer spot them out? It does not. Dandy posting the Timbersaw emoticon, and now they get spotted out. So the LGD gig is up. They're gonna be backing out. They do ward up Puppey's jungle, so poor Puppey will have to do a little bit of dewarding, but he doesn't have any clarity potions on himself as well. He saved up 200 gold. I think this is purely for the sentry wards that will be coming out. Maybe even clarity potions. I don't know how he's going to deal with this mana problem. Yeah, at least 2 to get to Soul Ring.
Yeah, so he's actually going to purchase up some clarities. Kuro is saving gold so that he can get a bottle as quickly as possible, but once they realize that the camps are being blocked out, he may actually just divert for some sentry so they can start getting those stacks going on and start securing the farm. This is really nice, of course, for Navi. Not only can they use the stacks to farm up the Tiny, but if the Bat Rider struggles at all in the offlane, they'll have a nice jungle for him to be able to come back to and maybe clean up some camps here and there. So I'm actually a big fan of this Navi draft, and if I'm being honest, LGD's draft feels a little bit odd. There's definitely some synergies here and there, but overall it doesn't seem
like
super cohesive.
Draft. Yeah, it's just to counter up the Bat Rider. They pick up the Kunkka like you said, and all in all, Lin in a little bit of trouble. No toss just yet, so he's just gonna take a pound in for now. Razor having that new Immortal, gonna be showing that off in the middle lane as he saps some of Dandy's damage. See how ХВОST deals against this offlane Faceless Void. He does have one last hit compared to 4 and 1. He steps on Yao's toes and smacks him a little bit. Centaur is always fun to lane against the Void.
Yeah, and Lin didn't get his Immortal signed by anyone, so a bit of a disappointment.
Not playing favorites yet. Yeah. Well, we'll see. Dandy, he's running out of mana for now. Kuroki just trying to keep him afloat. He does have money for the bottle now, so Kuroki should be flying that in or walking that in. And for now, ХВОST is managed to catch up a fair bit. He's about at 5 and 1, 7 and 2 on the Faceless Void.
And melee versus melee matchup always going to be not that entertaining, but I think ХВОST is definitely going to hold his own and pick up the early farm that he's looking for. Funnick not doing that well in the offlane. The LGD support's doing a pretty good job keeping him out of the lane, most notably DDC, especially with his boots, and a little bit of a contest coming in for the 2-minute rune, but Funnick's going to be able to snag that at the end of the day.
Yeah, it's going to be nice for him as well because he has spent a little bit of mana flying around, and now he's going to try and do a little bit of jungling on his Bat Rider.
DD going to stick around in the neighborhood just to make sure that he steals a portion of this experience, and well, Funnick has actually trapped himself up there, so if LGD move quickly, maybe they can come and do something about him, but looks like nobody's interested.
Yeah. Kuroki now has the bottle, so Lin, without any mana, would have to be slightly careful here with Dandy already getting boots on himself. Not having to worry about mana. Once again, ХВОST steps on Yao, and it's going to do some damage to him. And once the Tranquil boots come online, there'll be the double-edged trade, and that is never a fun trade unless you get a backtrack. So, Funnick gonna just Firefly off the cliff again.
A bit of a waste of time, honestly, for DDC and Lin to come across when they did, when Firefly was just about to come back off cooldown. So not the best awareness from them, and Well, Funnick's just going to continue to be a nuisance.
Oh, stun here as well as a toss backwards. Lin might be slowed up here. Nope, the slow has already been applied, but Lin, I think he might actually go down here. Groki, one more ball, one more shot, and he will draw first blood against the Razor here. So Navi, well, taking the first kill of the game. Funnick, on the other hand, has not succumbed to the Kunkka Bane Sleep combo, and I like this dual lane from mid is primarily because the Bane is unable to do that sleep torrent combo because the Wisp can always bail him out with a sleep by juggling the sleep. So this dual mid might have been planned, might not have been planned, but it's an added bonus as well. And they have to roam all the way bottom to kill ХВОСТ, and even then, with just Bane and Kunkka, I don't think you can just kill ХВОСТ.
Yeah, the effectiveness of the roaming supports have really been shut down by the dual lane, and Navi getting good farm all around the map, and they've got the jungle Enigma to secure a little bit more. Puppy is also now secured the rest of his jungle for the most part, aside from the small camp, so he's going to start speeding up a lot, and Navi looking fantastic coming out of the early game, and they're also going to transition fantastically in just being able to start picking up kills. They've got 2 blink daggers that are going to do a lot.
Oh, there's the rotation in. DDC gets slapped up. There's going to be the jungle on the sleep. Like we said, the dual mid just really ruins this Bane Kunkka combo. It's not a Shadow Demon style of play, and well, I think Puppy, I'm just going to say Puppy is drafting really clever.
Yeah, Puppy's drafting this tournament has been great, and I feel bad a little bit. I was definitely a Navi doubter coming into this tournament. Some of their recent postings haven't been so great, but well, they have definitely stepped things up quite a bit in this group stage.
Yeah, and Yao, he is doing decently well, getting last under the tower since ХВОСТ has gone full defeat wave back for him once again. Getting tossed backwards is Lin. He's gonna try and stab damage from Dandy, but Enigma will just throw one of those purple balls over at him, and we see Puppy actually not getting that Midnight Pulse.
Yeah.
Getting that Midnight Pulse that we see a lot of Enigmas do by level 5. So, still going old school here, Puppy sticking with his roots.
Yeah, I'm not going to doubt Puppy's Enigma build at all. Like we've talked about, the Midnight Pulse is really mana intensive. So if you're doing a lot of strict jungle farming, it can be a tiny bit more efficient, but the extra Malefice damage can be... Well, the extra Malefice damage and stun can be relevant in some of these games.
The duration is pretty big. Level 1 Malefice is pretty ass, to put it nicely. It really doesn't feel like a stun at all. The only thing it does is disable Blink as well as the TPs. But now they're going to try and chase down DDC. It might be quite a stretch, and a stretch it will be. Dandy will give up on that. Kroki says, don't be crazy, my friend. And they'll go for a D-ward, so Kroki earned himself $50. And on the side of ХВОST, going for Treads. Do we see Carry Centaur come out? I mean, stacking hearts on Centaur is always fun.
His right-click damage is honestly not that bad. You've got a 3.8 strength growth per level, so getting a little bit of attack speed can definitely go a long way. So I don't mind this in the slightest from
Enigma. Does have a black hole. It could be a kill if he does get the right stamp on. I think. Stop! Yep, there we go. Oh! Yep, there you go. Right in the middle as well. Extra burst. He does backtrack the double edge. He backtracks the double edge. Oh, ХВОST is gonna be so mad about that one. Once again, the 10% value on that Yao backtrack. Oh boy. Oh boy.
That was really unfortunate.
All skill. All skill.
Yeah.
That one
100%.
you can only attribute to all skill. And the first black hole of the game is down to still Navi's favor. The goal graph, we can check that out really quickly. It's about 1,500.
Yeah, I mean, Navi's still, as expected, coming out ahead of this early game. All the lanes are getting farmed. They've got a jungle Enigma. LGD haven't really been able to do anything with their early movements. Rabbit is going to have a very, very fast blink dagger this game, but I just wonder how much he's going to be able to get out of it with the way that the other 2 lanes are faring. Faceless Void has a little bit of farm, does have some okay levels, but the Razor is really falling behind with those back-to-back deaths.
I mean, it's no fun dealing against a tiny Wisp, but Brewmaster, on the other hand, picks up his dagger, so can be looking towards some big team fights now. DD stepping EXP where he can, and they might actually go in ХВОST here. And even with Threads, we'll see up there to the X-marking spot, and they are gonna get it. He doesn't get the stop bomb, and they're gonna be a chrono spin. He jumps on the enemy, and ХВОST will get chronoed up. But he does chrono in the Razor as well. Do we get another bash? We do. And Yao will kick off ХВОST there. A 3-man gank will be successful, and the hard carry for Navi takes the ball.
And LGD at least starting to get something. First Chronosphere, they pick up a kill. Navi gonna probably feel a little bit emboldened to start moving around and pressuring some towers now that they know that that's down. And the only thing that they need to be careful about is this Blink Dagger on Rabbit. But because he's just safe lane farming, it's not gonna come as a surprise. They should be keeping eyes on his item progression. So expect him to be at least a little bit cautious in pushing in here on mid.
Although Chronosphere is down, so might want to just be a little bit cute here and go for a big push. There is no black hole for another 75 seconds, so maybe we just sit back and farm, let Dandy do his thing. And do we see him go for Midas? No, he will go for drums as his first item build. Not going for blink as well, just gonna rely on relocate from Kuroki, and they do have it, speaking of which. So DD might be a gank target here. I think it's an easy kill as well. That beat plus relocate, I think they can kill him easy.
Yeah, they're definitely looking for opportunities.
Just sitting on brown boots.
The Conker's actually getting surprisingly good levels.
Yeah.
This game. The Bane's a little bit behind, and they definitely love to have that Fiend script to be able to set up some kills here and there. And this first ultimate from Rapid is also going to be really crucial. They're looking for ХВОСТ one more time. Another big rotation down towards bottom lane, and they got the extra torrent to set it out.
They need the ship. And they'll probably find him this time. If he sticks around a little bit longer, I think he should have been careful by this time. And they even get oh, the clamp! The stamp will get onto him, but ХВОST running at maximum move speed will get out. Will he be built out by his teammates? No TP. Where is the relocate? I don't think he can kill him at this point. Too tanky. They spin him up and axe him. A little bit of misplays coming out here. ХВОST just taking a lot of damage. A lot of time for a relocate to come in, but no support will come for ХВOST. And as a result, he gets brought down, but they do blow up the void in the middle lane. So at least it's the 1-for-1 trade. It's it's an off lane for a safe lane. Not the most but Rabbit's gonna come in here and the stun onto DDC. He tries to sleep himself. Yep, he pulls himself to sleep, but not enough. And a black hole! Gonna be turning around. Rabbit and Lin gonna be trapped inside there, but Puppy will still go down, I think. But now, there's a buyback here from Yao. He's gonna chrono in. He's not a buyback, he just TPs in. He will chrono the Wisp and bring him down. Dandy on the way out, he's gonna be running away, and he should be fine. I don't think he will be killed anymore. Yep, the drum charge was used as well, and he will escape. So black hole, not the best. There was no follow-up, no avatars in there, and the Razor gets out alive. They lose Bane support, but they trade Sue for a tier 1 tower.
Yeah, so I think Navi actually, they used the lasso and the relocate to kill the Faceless Void top lane, and then went back mid to be able to finish off that tower. So all of that was happening while the almost unsuccessful gank happened bottom lane. Worth noting that DD didn't actually have enough mana to combo X into Torrent right at the very start, so he only went for the Torrent, and that's where things went a little bit awry, and ХВОST almost managed to get away from the Brewmaster ultimate. And that does highlight actually the strength of the Stampede in this game. It's great for getting away from Razor, it's great for getting away from the Brewmaster ult, and also not too shabby at just making sure that the only person who's going to get hit by the boat is the person who's being set up by X marks the spot.
Yeah, I'm surprised there was no support there for ХВОST, but in the end they were just ganking the void. And here comes Phonic. He has got his Blink Dagger and DDC. Gonna have a trip in the Merry Town. Here comes the Tiny and Wisp. They will take him out, and that's 5 and 4 on the Navi scoreboard. They still want to fight. There is no Chronosphere, but Rabbit blinks in there. 14 seconds left on the Brewmaster ultimate. Yao, 34 seconds on the Chrono, and they will just book out. Wisp gonna take his buddy home, and Puppy and Phonic just get a free kill, and it's back off. So clean kill there. No big ultimates wasted, only the lasso used for that one support takeout. And 34 last hits here on the Brewmaster. We can check out the net worth. Dandy and Brew probably tied around first place. And we have ХВОST sitting at 3.9k. Dropping a little bit of fire here is Phonic, and the Midnight Pulse as well. Rabbit jumps in, drops into his ultimate form. This will be Puppy's death. There is no way out of him. Void takes the last hit as well, and Phonic is sitting up in the L's, wondering where the hell he was flying to. So we're gonna take a look at him. Yep, he's gonna be safe enough. Flies, tries to cancel TP. He does get Lin's TP, and that at least is a small consolation. A lot of Eidolons going on to Rabbit here, but Phonic, just a little bit of cheeky plays, will cancel the Razor TP. Back home more to the middle lane, didn't really see that, but ХВОST will get some time to actually pummel at this mid tower. And now there's a ship coming in. There is a little bit of mistiming on the Torrent, but Dandy will be healed up here by Kuroki. I don't think he will be okay, but DD himself may not be okay. Kuroki still staying alive in this chronosphere. He will get brought down now. Navi Dandy will get that kill. He might get 2 kills. Nope, he gets X back. He does toss. Gets a double kill. Still alive. There's a miss here, but Yao will finally take him out. That's a dominating off-lane Faceless Void. Tiny managing to bring 2 down with him. Not too bad seeing that they got jumped. And ХВОСT, meanwhile, in the bottom lane, making some space. Got his dagger. Really wants this tower. And with Funny coming in to help him, there's the stun. He just runs over him. The horseman getting a kill.
Yeah, and the style from Navi seems to really be working. A little bit reminiscent of what Cloud9 were running against Liquid. Lots of pickoff power, though this time around in a slightly different style, and it does really seem to be working. They've got a lot of nice opportunistic wards down as well. They've just placed one down bottom, keeping an eye out over this tier 2, and all the pickoff potential is almost forcing LGD into 5-manning, which...
Funny.
Yeah, and this is what happens when you don't 5-man against this Navi pickoff power.
Yeah, it's a Navi strat. Kill you under your, fight you under your tower, kill you under your tower, and take your tower, repeat. So, and relocate. So then you go home and take a nap. Yeah, as you were saying earlier.
And Fendi getting closer and closer to his Aghanim Scepter, LGD. We talked about it being a reactionary draft, and it feels like some really reactionary Dota here as well. Navi doing a great job of dictating the pace of the game.
Dire's top tower is under
5 seconds left on his ultimate. He can actually come in here. Void, what's his chrono looking at? 17 seconds. It'll be a little bit too late for this Rabbit. Does he want to go for it? Does he want to go for it? Yes, he will. Here's his ulti form. KuroKy, does he have to bail out? No, he does not. Now he's going to get separated from his tiny friend. But now he's going to whisk over. He gets X marked. He's going to earn himself up. The Torrent will bring him back. Oh, he misses on the timing. Plasma field. I think KuroKy's dead. He's still making a lot of space though. Wasting a lot of his ultimate time from the Brewmaster. And he will. Does he actually get out of here? KuroKy,
no way.
He is getting out of here. What a player. 10 and 7. LGD wastes a lot of ultimates, for a lot of time actually, on that kill, and they don't even get it. KuroKy
and they lose the tier 2 bot.
Just 1 second spent, and now they get the tier 2 bottom. Like you said, really well played there. KuroKy, that guy is a ball of fun.
And DD's going to be kicking himself for missing that torrent there. I think that was the difference between the Wisp living or dying.
Dire's middle tower is under attack.
KuroKy just made so much space, and now LGD will just settle for a tier 1 tower. And
Radiant's top tower
looking pretty strong. I mean, it doesn't deviate much from the normal Centaur deal apart from the trend pickup, but it's been doing good. Does give him a little bit more mana. Here comes the X mark onto him, and the black hole will land on the Rabbit, so there will be no Panda ultimate, but the Chronosphere will keep him alive. Unfortunately, Rabbit's in there as well. Will then he get the toss up? Will he get the toss? Yes, he will. Throws him up in the air, drops him back down, breaks a few bones, then he will go down. Lin is going to be in trouble now. Metal Fist up. He will go down to the Enigma right click. And DDC about to take a spill too. Up and down, loses his life. 13 and 7. Faceless Void just running for his life right now. Na Vi approaching high ground. Just 16 minutes into the game. And ХВОСT somehow stays alive throughout the whole debacle. Gold grab, 8,000. Running, jumps right in, and Stampede adding extra burst. The captain gets wrecked once again under his own tier 3. And Na Vi will take this one and maybe even grab.
Just such nice play from Na Vi. Pickoff after pickoff.
Carries Centaur.
Completely out-executing LGD in all of these team fights, and I'm just not sure what else there is to say really. LGD looking a little bit sloppy, and Rabbit, you know, he popped that ultimate top lane, they got nothing out of it, and that provided the opportunity for Navi to just hammer down mid. But there's still a tier 1 that's up top lane, and they just lost their range tracks. It just goes to show.
At least it's not the melee one, but
yeah,
it's still something to take note in your replay watching when you're when you go up after this game. But not LGD, they have some really good heroes. They had some good execution, but they're really just getting run around by Navi now, led by the nose. KuroKy's little merry run was kind of fun to watch as well. I wouldn't say it's all about the carry set, but it does step up some of ХВОST's plays. The Stampede has been pretty crucial, I think, in ensuring a lot of success with these jukes as well as ganks. The Stampede with the Wisp TP on top really makes the gank hard to avoid. And now Rabbit has his ultimate. He wants to jump Dandy, but there's the relocate bailout this time. Oh, they found Dandy. Dandy's baiting, I think. Just baiting. He knows he has the quick exit.
I think they wanted to go, but Puppy was all the way on the other side of the map and he had 0 mana, so looks like they're going to be waiting around a little bit for the team captain and maybe splitting up to continue looking for these pickoffs. There's no real reason for them to be 4-manning when they have Lasso and Relocate available.
Radiant's
Funnick can be
middle
off
tower is
by
under
himself,
attack.
looking for a singular kill, and they can always have the Relocate there to back it up, though. LGD are playing scared. They just had 5 heroes sitting behind that tier 1 tower top.
Yeah, and Puppy actually, we saw him hovering around 2,100 gold. He was making a decision, should I go for the Blink, should I go for the BKB? Instead, opting for Strength Threads and the Ogre Club. So, going for the defensive Enigma style, waiting for you to come to him, and just going for that walk-in hole. That's always so fun to watch, because you know it's coming, and yet you can't dodge it. And they'll see how well. Oh, next mark on the Kuroki here. There is the shift. It will land on him, the clap as well. They all jump on the poor ball of light, and this time, Kuroki, no fancy footwork. He will not get out of there. As Lin puts it, he is dead.
But LGD they're just running as a death ball at all times here. They're
Dire's
gonna try and
top
make it
tower
towards
is
top
under
to bring this, hold on to this tower, but not gonna catch it. Oh, DDC also gets
Dire's
caught.
top tower has
Gonna
fallen.
be catching up. And oh, he actually stamps on Rabbit as well. Good old convenient black hole here onto the Rabbit guy. Idolot will shoot him down, and that's gonna be a kill. Now the follow-up continues. There is a Stampede chasing up the Lin, but he will stamp away ХВОСT's damage. The XBOCT will land on the Bat Rider. Yao still has the Chronosphere available. Does he blow it on the Bat Rider? No, he won't. Navi's Dandy still has that Invis route. A good kill, but no, they spot him out. ХВОСT stamps onto DD, double it, and hammer him over the head with that axe. And now, Blazer Squad just didn't have the damage. ХВОST steals the gem. Brewmaster bought back into the game. Now split in 3. He will send Dandy spinning away. Kuroki, does he still tether him out? We will see. And yep, yeah, he does send him out. ХВОST is now getting caught out here by the Ruling. Now he spins Navi. Into this guy, and ХВОST is probably gonna die here. Radiant's Courier loses his life, a little bit of miss micro, Midnight Pulse, Puppy now just in full panic mode, getting gripped up, a little bit unnecessary, but he had love doing so much damage. Yao gonna be brought down by creep. Will he backtrack this? Will he backtrack this? Nah, nope. Dandy, Puppy losing his life, and Yao will get out there on 29 HP. The stick charges probably saving his life there, and a couple of backtracks as well, probably.
Oh, Dandy and Kuro still on the hunt.
Oh, stun. DD. Smash. Brain Zap as well. DD sleeps him up. Will he unsleep Dandy? Yeah, he will. And smack creep. Maybe. Yeah, no splash damage kill. No fancy plays there. But yeah, it was still a good fight for Navi, I think. And the Brewmaster, very unfortunate, blinking right as ХВОСT stomped the ground and getting hold right after. So that was not cool at all.
I mean, pretty even outcome for Navi, but you have to keep in mind that LGD invested multiple times. Caught out mid. More pickoffs for Navi. He's about to be brought down. One more right click from Kuro finishes the kill.
2 and 6. This Razor hasn't even finished his Mac 21 minutes in. Not been having the smoothest game ever. I think not respecting the Tiny Wisp. Maybe not expecting it from Navi. I think Navi doesn't run Tiny Wisp very often. It's not a Dandy thing. And I think that's been the storyline of this whole TI4. Storyline itself has been used a lot in this tournament as well. And teams that pick unconventional, unpredictable are the winners. I mean, it's just hard to prepare against them. And Navi so far has been doing good. Yao about to get smashed. Will not. Will walk away in time. Puppy all in 60 seconds. And DD, what's he doing out there? Metalfist as well. Now grouping up for some splash damage. Gets wrecked by the Bat Rider. And now Dandy says, alright, time to take high ground. And they do have a glyph. We'll see if they decide to clip it up all day. Forfeit this drag. Took it down to 28 seconds. I don't think he has buyback. So 200 gold on Dandy. Buyback. 12k net worth on Dandy. And the drop in game goes out into the Tiny. Will stall up a little bit, but it will not block toss damage, so it shatters. And 22 minutes in, Navi take ranks.
And they made it look really easy as well. LGD just standing around watching them do it. And well, no reason that they won't be able to go top lane or bottom lane in just a second. Black Hole is about to be available. I think they've got the lasso and just, yeah, they've already got the lasso. And Navi looking absolutely dominant this game.
I think teams are not picking enough Centaur actually. Centaur has a lot of good utility with his Stampede and makes up for a lot of the shortcomings of many lineups. Like, normally you would have problems with tiny mobility. A lot of heroes can really make use of this early mobility, including Bat Rider actually. Bat Rider Enigma, if you give them just a mini surge, they can actually get those black holes, get the Bat Rider left, so a lot more bonuses than you would normally have without it. So the Centaur pick, it's unexpected as well, because you won't expect a hard carry Centaur, and in this case it does work out really well for them, and ХВОСТ didn't really go for any kind of crits or hard.
Oh, smoke coming out from LGD.
Yeah, they're getting instantly broken. Funny with the great positioning will spout them out. Oh, Rapid slaps the floor. They are gonna go for the illusion. They will smack it down, but these are just pure distractions. At this point, will Navi actually commit? They will actually try and commit for this rush attempt, but LGD getting scared, and now they're going back into their base where they will just buckle up for their upcoming storm. Or will they?
That was a really indecisive move. I think they only just realized that Roshan was potentially going on here.
Funny could actually get a pull here. I think he will. Yeah, there you go. Your captain leashed up, dragged down. Does he get dragged down into the pit? Yes, he does. Unpleasant place to be with Dandy. And now the black hole will catch Rabbit. Only a shot while Chronosphere. Navi, Kuroki, and Puppy gets caught out, but there's no follow-up. So Boy says, okay, booking it out. Gonna be running away. And Funny is gonna be laying down some napalm shots. Quickly, Lin once again about to beat his pipe away, and he will. Rabbit goes into Grueling Fall, and I don't know, he will not be able to do much with this. It only is for defensive purposes, and they might just hunt down the Earth Spirit. Nope, they're not even gonna bother. They're gonna go straight for a second rise. DD says, no, never mind. White flag is up. We lose, you win. 24 to 11. Navi just perfect execution. Never dropped as well. They will take this one on LGD, and LGD slow climb back up. Navi steps on their fingers, kicks them back down the mountain, and they're looking in a bad spot again. I mean, they're 3-6.
LGD looked lost in that game, honestly. The supports didn't know what to do with themselves in the early game. They didn't really have anything to get done with ganks.